Greetings and salutations. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Eric Moss. I'm a personal trainer, motivational speaker, and modern day performing strongman. If you're unfamiliar with what a modern day performing strongman is, picture the strength performers of the past like the Mighty Atom and Alexander Zass, and the sort of feats of strength shows that they would do. I do a similar thing, but with a modern day twist. Some of the feats of strength I've performed in front of a live audience include things like bending steel bars, breaking chains with my chest, twisting horseshoes, rolling up frying pans, driving nails to wooden boards by hand, and even holding back a high-performance motorcycle while taking off at full throttle. Now, being a modern-day performing strongman, and the fact that there's not a whole lot of us around these days to ask or to answer questions, I started a YouTube series called Ask Eric Moss, where I would invite you to ask me a question by dropping it in the comments below. And when you do that, I get back to you with your very own custom video just for you. Pretty cool, right? So this question comes from TigerBoy4516. And they said, thanks. Any tips for fat loss isometric or abs isometric? Thank you for asking that. So one of the things when it comes to my fat loss clients is if you are going to get any kind of significant fat loss, then you need to get your nutrition straight. Now, what the right nutrition strategy is for you is going to be dependent on a variety of different things. And it also kind of depends on where you are in your program. So, or I should say where you are in your journey. What works for me might not necessarily work for you, but generally speaking, most nutrition programs, most successful ones, have more in common than, or are more alike than they are different. So one of them would be caloric deficit. Basically, during a fat loss, your body cannibalizes itself by digesting or by burning up body fat for energy instead of food intake. And a lot of times people try to offset this with weight training, cardiovascular training, that sort of thing. And though those things can help, the one that would be of paramount importance would be the nutrition. So using isometrics for fat loss, I wouldn't use them necessarily to try to burn fat because I don't think that the caloric expenditure on isometrics is extremely high. You're not really burning up a lot of stored sugar, glycogen, or anything like that. What it could be useful for is building and maintaining muscle mass and strength. So like one of the things is if your body doesn't use it, it's going to lose it. Now, if you're in a caloric deficit, your body is thinking, we need to give stuff for it to burn for energy. And ideally, that would come from fat loss. But it's always going to be kind of a mixture of fat loss, glycogen, and even some, or possibly some muscle tissue. In order for it to not burn up the muscle tissue, you need to signal to your body, hey, we need this, don't burn it up. And you signal it by resistance training. And this resistance training can come in the form of weights, but it can also come in the form of isometrics. I hope that answers that part of the question. Now, as far as using isometrics for abs, one of the things when people are talking about abs, I think what they're talking about is visible ab definition, which goes back to the whole nutrition thing. However, if you are simply trying to strengthen your abs, or if you're at a low level of body fat already and want them to pop, then isometrics can be used for that. As far as strengthening the abs, there's a couple different things. One would be the hanging leg raise with the isometric at the top. This is something that was taught at the Strong First body weight training certification. In essence, you do a leg raise, and then at the top, which you have to have a significant amount of flexibility for, and right now I don't think I've got that flexibility to demonstrate it, but at the top, you would push your ankles or feet against the bar that you're hanging from, isometrically for just a couple seconds in order to really get a strong contraction. So one of the other things would be like, when I do the braced bend isometrics, I am pushing down with everything that I can, and abs are a significant part of that equation. As far as isometrics goes for abs also, technically isometrics involves anything where the muscle fiber itself does not change length. It doesn't contract, or I should say it doesn't move while contracting, and it doesn't lengthen. So a lot of different things fall into this category, i.e. planks and also dragon flags. Big fan of dragon flags. That is a workout for your abs like you wouldn't believe, but you have to have already a significant amount of relative strength before even beginning that. Another one could be, what the heck is the name of it? I can't remember the name of it. You know what? I can't remember the name of it, but when I'm editing this video, I'm going to look up the name of it and I'll add it as a text right here. So, anyways, I hope that answers your question. If anybody else has any questions or you need a follow-up or anything like that, drop it in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you with your very own custom video. But in the meantime, please stay happy, healthy, and strong. Eric Moss, over and out.